Campbell. Uh, um, First of all, I would like to say that I'm very glad that you've not grown tired of your muse yet.
No, not yet.
Why did you and Mark choose to keep working together?
um, trying trying to remember. Why? I think because we'd been playing more shows together, and the band that we were with, it was kind of they all seemed to be enjoying playing together. Um, as much as I try and get away from him, well, we always end up doing something. It's not so much his decision because, I mean, he could just say, go away, but it's more, I just had more songs again and we just kind of, you know, started a little bit, so.
Was there so much more to say then?
I think I had, Mark doesn't really write for my records. He says, he lets me do the heavy lifting. So, but I had certain ways that felt like I wanted to work with his voice and things.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Because initially he proposed to you to make an album together,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Can you recall how that went? How he asked that?
He just, well, we'd worked on an EP. An old boyfriend of mine had been a really big Screaming Trees fan, and I hadn't heard of Mark Lanegan or his music. But then my friend played me one of his tracks, and I heard the voice, and I thought, oh, I can see what he's talking about. I'll send him something. So we'd already worked on an EP, and then he'd been in Glasgow with Queens of the Stone Age, and then I went to one of his solo shows at the Cat House in Glasgow, and he just said we should make a record. But I think he says that to a lot of people, but I just kind of took it seriously and did it. So.
But why did he say yes to you?
Well, he collaborates with a lot of people, so I don't know. I think he was going through. It seemed, looking back, it seems to be that he was. Well, he really loves music, so I think he's always wanting to collaborate. Like my friend from Mogwai emailed me the other day, and he was like, "Oh, I want to ask Mark to sing," and so. And then I told Mark, and then Mark was into that, and then Mark was like, why hasn't he emailed me yet? And I'm like, I don't know. I said, but I'm sure he will. So he collaborates with everyone.
But does he need, because you took the lead, right after it got started, you took the lead, you wrote the songs.
Yeah.
Do you think he needs someone to take the lead in a collaboration like this?
No, he doesn't. I mean, he can do anything he likes. I think he's such a big fan of music, but I think he likes. Well, if I had someone that would do the heavy lifting, I would let them do it. So it's a good job to have.
Did it feel natural for you to do the heavy lifting?
Not towards the end when I was getting really tired, because I was producing the record and arranging it. Your trainers are really squeaking.
Yeah.
It does feel natural because I have so many ideas, but that does feel natural. But then sometimes having responsibility of any kind is like a drag. But it's good to be free to make any decision I would like to make.
But why wouldn't you outsource that part? Like the producing part, why wouldn't you let someone else do that if it's too heavy?
Well, I always used to think that I couldn't afford a producer, and then I always just think I couldn't afford a producer, and then I just think sometimes if you want a job done well, you may as well do it yourself. Like some people, I find it hard to imagine anyone that would love the project or care about the project more than me, because like up until mid-May, I was like eating, breathing, you know, sleeping this record. As retarded as that might sound, that is actually, that was all my life was, especially from July 2009 to like mid-May. I was like a robot. That's all I was doing. So I think if I was to ask that of an outside producer, they'd probably kill me, or they might charge me like millions and millions of euros or pounds or dollars or something. So I don't know, I just do it myself. But I'm intrigued by producers though. I might give one a shot sometime.
You're leaving the door open, perhaps, for...
Well, there's a lot of modern records that I hate. There's some modern records that I like. It would have to be a good fit. Yeah, so... But you know, it would have to seem like a natural thing, and there would probably have to be a friendship there, so I'm not sure. But I might look into them.